Well, this is the first for all the rivers, the first time we've come across anyone camping by a riverside. Won't disturb them, they might be having a lie-in on this morning. I've picked a nice spot.
Well, yeah, one likes to be here when it's raining, I might wake up and find myself drifting off in the river.
Well, possibly. Now, this bridge marks a pretty sad point in our exploration because for quite a while we've had a riverside footpath going all the way back to Middleton, but here you have to leave the river and go off into the estate to the right. There is a path going up through the woods, but the ongoing riverbank is fenced off. Looks to get quite steep actually, and would be nice if we could continue, but unfortunately now the access to the Irk becomes much more haphazard, and so we're probably going to have to do quite a few jumps, but yeah, that is the best bit of the Irk over with, but we'll continue. We'll pick it up again in due course.
It's really a lovely day.
Yeah.
It's not about that path though. Just look like you can follow it for a little bit longer.
Well,
This side here.
maybe. Might be just a wish line. Right, the next bridge along is this one, carrying Blackley New Road over the Irk. And it's quite high over the Irk, as you can see. There's not a fence in there to prevent access to the riverbank from here. And it's just over the road here where I think the Irk does its distinct turn to the east. I called that a bit too early a while back. I think this is the point. Let's see what we can see. Yeah, can you see this is definitely where the right angled bend in the Irk is. It flows easterly for about I don't think it's much more than a mile, if that, before heading south through Collyhurst. And as I say, the Irk is not very accessible from now on, so might be a case of jumping from bridge to bridge for the most part. Still interesting though. Now actually, not too far along Blackley New Road, you find a footpath on the right hand side, and it does lead you down to this footbridge over the Irk, and there is a bit of a footpath on the other side now by the looks of things. That's looking back towards where the river makes its right angled turn, and you can then, it looks like, walk for a short distance at least along this side of the river, and I think it brings you out at Blackley Vale recreational fields. So yeah, not quite done with walking alongside the Irk after all. Yeah, I didn't think this path was going to last too long, at least by the river. You can see that you can't go forward. The other side of the bank is just as inaccessible, private property, and you can see that there's a weir generating a flow at that point, and just through the fence you can see Blackley's major landmark, the Hexagon Tower. Well, this is the next well fenced off bridge over the River Irk. You can see completely inaccessible here, and it flows into this culvert and right underneath this place, the Hexagon Tower in Blackley. By far the area's biggest landmark, and I must say I don't know the history of it at all. Whether it's, I mean, we're very close to North Manchester General Hospital here, whether it's something to do with that or completely different concern, I don't know. But this area of the valley is called Crumpsall Vale.
Why does Crumpsall Vale sound like the town of like some character from some 70s kids show?
I don't know. I think the building is hideous. Simon isn't quite as hostile. He doesn't mind a bit of brutalism now and then.
I think it looks kind of cool for the way that you can actually kind of see it, for the way that the sun's sort of refracting off of it in the light of today. It actually looks quite nice.
Okay. Right, and while the river is underneath the Hexagon Tower, it does another of its bends and now starts heading in a southerly direction again. And we'll pretty much, I mean there's a few kinks and bends, but pretty much this is the direction of the centre of Manchester, which of course is where it's heading. Yeah, you can follow the course of the river for a short distance along a new estate road called Imperial Way. But all too soon you hit a fence and you can see the river shooting off while you have to go off up to the right, up to the left, sorry. Hello, this is the Irk from the next bridge, which is called Tetlow Bridge in Crumpsall, and this is looking back towards the Hexagon Tower, which you can just about make out through the trees. It's very difficult to even get a good shot at this side. And then on the other side, there is a little waymark by that tree stump saying Green Trail. It doesn't look very appetising, but we'll follow it for a short way at least. Oh, let's check out the plaque. Yeah, this bridge a bit later. This was 1909. This big bridge was built. Yes, extremely unpromising beginning to this track with all the fly tipping and detritus, but you can get close to the river though. Yeah. Well, looking fast flowing here, though still looking fairly shallow, and you can follow it all the way round this recreation ground. Right, I'm not proposing to do that today, but as you can see, you can follow it all the way round the edge of this playing field, but we'll bring you back more or less to where you start. So yeah, that's the sweep of the river. See the tree line there? And we'll join you a bit further on in that direction.